Hello and welcome back to the Wheel Brick. Today we'll be checking out the LEGO Speed Champions 2Fast 2Furious Honda S2000. This is set 77241. It has 300 pieces in it. It's rated 9 plus and it retails for $26.99 in the US. Looking on the box here, you can see a picture of the car with the Fast and Furious logo and the Honda logo down here. Flipping the box over, you can see the back of the car, a picture of the real one that was used in the movie, and then a picture of the interior. So let's get into building it. Inside the box here, we have 4 numbered bags, an unnumbered bag with the rims. We have a sticker sheet, a base, and then we have the instruction manual. So let's get into it. Here is the completed model on this 2Fast 2Furious Honda S2000, so let's get into it. First up, I'd just like to say that this thing is extremely detailed, as with all the Fast and Furious franchise vehicles are always super detailed. I'll get to the comparison here in a little bit between these two and this one, but first we'll focus on this car. Starting up front here, we have the front grille. We've got these little vents on the side, all replicated with stickers. We have these graphics here that are all stickers. And then we have the headlights here, which are prints, which is nice to see. On the front here, you can see stickers, like I've said before. But if you move to the side, this is a print and this is also a print here, which I really like that because this would have been a nightmare to line up perfectly. This is a sticker and this is a sticker. I kind of wish these were prints, but it's whatever. Also, you have the stickers here. This is a sticker and this is a sticker to finish off the side graphic, which is an anime cartoon. You can also see down here, we got a sticker right there to kind of finish off the side art. And then also this is a print in here for the windshield frame. I kind of wish it was done a little bit better and trimmed up here. It just kind of looks kind of wonky. You can also see the side view mirrors here, which is a nice attention to detail. I'll get to the interior here in a second, but you can kind of see a preview in there. We have this kind of top roll bar looking thing here with a sticker here, but 2 prints there. This is where the roof would come up, but there's no roof that comes up or puts on with this scale of a car. I would not expect that. Back here, you have another sticker to finish off the top graphics. And then back here on the rear wing, you also have another sticker. Moving on to the back here, you can see more stickers. Unlike the front headlights where this is a print, this is a sticker back here for both taillights. You can see another sticker and then a license plate down here, which is, again, another sticker. You can see also down here we have 2 exhaust pipes, which I think is a great attention to detail, and the wing can be kind of adjusted if you so choose to. Moving on into the interior, it's kind of weird how you get the minifigure out of here. You got to actually pop the windshield off, and then you can remove Zuki. I think that's how you say her name. And you can see the character here. She's got a hairpiece printed on the front and on the torso, printed on the legs here. Flipping it around, you can see here we have an alternative face and also printing on the back of the torso. No side prints for the legs. Putting the hair back on, we're going to put her to the side and focus on the actual interior. I don't know how well you can see that here, but you can see some art in here on this 1x1 printed tile. Right here, this is a sticker in here for the gauges. There's another printed circular part there for more gauges. You've got the steering wheel in there. You can also see the shifter down in here, which is really good attention to detail. And one thing I do really like is the way they did the seats. I think they did the seats so well in this with these gaming controllers for like the bolsters on the seats. You can see they're pink on top and then they're white on the bottom. And then we have the white on the bottom for the seats here as well. You can also see an armrest in there, and then it kind of comes back up in here, and then we have a little pin element here. I don't know, in case you need to write something. I'm not sure if that's actually used for writing, but you can imagine, and that's what Lego is all about. Here we have the S2000 next to Dom's Charger and Paul Walker's R34 Nissan GTR. So you can see here, this one has got a lot of flat tiles on it here to make it more sleek. Same with Dom's Charger. But over here, we have more studded parts on the front hood part, but we also have smooth parts on the back. Moving into the interiors of these two vehicles, you can see with this one, extremely detailed, just like the S2000 and also just like Paul Walker's car. You can see here very detailed characters for each one. We have Dom over here and of course Zuki, just like we've seen before. And another thing is this car is right-hand drive, this one's left-hand drive, and this one's also left-hand drive. But I just love how detailed the Fast and Furious cars are in the Speed Champion series. I just think it's so cool that they can fit so much detail in such a small package. One thing I would have liked to seen in the Speed Champion series, but they did do it in the Technic series, which is the Fast and Furious Supra, if you remember my Supra video. I kind of wish they did this car in the smaller downscale. Maybe someday they'll do it, but for now we only have the Technic version of the Supra. But again, I would love to see this in Speed Champion form, which I don't think that it's entirely off the table. We may get a Speed Champions version of this. Why would I say that? Well, there is a Technic version of this car, and we also have a Speed Champions version of this car. There is a Technic version of this car, and we also have a Speed Champions version of this car. There's not a Technic version of this car yet, but there could be a Technic version in the future. We have a Technic version of the Supra, like I've just said. And we could see a Speed Champions version of this car. It's entirely possible, and I please, Lego, please make a Speed Champions version of the Supra. I did also want to quickly compare it next to some other movie cars here. I don't have the James Bond minifigure in this car. I don't know where it went. This one is quite a bit more simple than the Fast and Furious franchise ones. This is from a few years back. And then I also did want to show this next to the other summer releases I have so far. So moving these out of the way, we have the Hellcat, we have the Porsche, and we also have the 110. I don't have the Lamborghini Huracan and Revuelto yet, but I am planning on getting that very soon, so be on the lookout for that. But anyway, here, all of these do look really nice together. I'm glad we have a nice variety: movie car, hypercar, supercar, and sports car. I also quickly did want to show that they've made another convertible before in the Speed Champions version. And this here is the Mercedes SL63 Roadster, and you can see in here it's pretty detailed, but not quite as detailed as this version here. You can see kind of a different windscreen here. This has a little shorter windscreen. It's more curved in here, and you can also see this one has back seats, unlike this one here. But if you look at a stock S2000, a stock S2000 doesn't have back seats in the first place, unlike the Mercedes SL63, which does have back seats. I really wish Lego would make more convertibles in the Speed Champion series, because as of right now, these are the only two convertibles that they make in the Speed Champion series, and I'd love to see more convertibles because these just look so good next to each other or even by themselves. I don't know why they don't do that. Maybe it's because of the space constraints in here, and if they do a coupe, they can kind of get away with more of a simple interior because it's not really shown, and they can do like tinted glass around it. But if you have a convertible, you got to make it look nice if you have the top down, because you'll be able to see it all the time. Anyways, what are my finishing thoughts? I think this is a great vehicle. It is so detailed. It's a convertible, which I want more convertibles, obviously, because we only have these two. And it is part of the Fast and Furious franchise, which we have two other great models here in the Speed Champion series. And this thing has been extremely popular. It sold out and went back ordered the first day it came out, and it was back ordered for like a month and a half to 2 months after that. And it still is extremely popular. They sell out really fast, and Walmart, where I got this one, cannot keep up on their stock because every time I go in there, they're always out of stock of these because they're so extremely popular. Talking about the price, $26.99, I don't think that's a bad price considering what you get here. You get an extremely detailed vehicle, especially in the interior, one of the more detailed vehicle interiors for the Speed Champions lineup. You get the Fast and Furious franchise, and you get a great looking car overall. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours. Put them down in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to The Wheel Brick. Follow The Wheel Brick on Instagram. Make sure you like this video if you like this sort of content. And stay tuned for more Speed Champion reviews coming soon. I will see you next video.